Hello, welcome back to another update of AI Assist. And today we're going to talk about the updates and what's coming up next. So I had a lot of progress that went very quickly. So I've added support for formatting Docker files and support to write Docker files to Doctor, which again, I still need to find a better name for it. So if you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. First up is the formatting. So if we take a look at the faulty Docker file, we see a bunch of rules being violated. And now I can add -s to show it, and it will create the new Docker file, and it will just print it out nicely. Nicely formatted, more readable, and more importantly, it will autocorrect mistakes. Not all of the rules will be autocorrected yet. Some are quite complex and require more coding. But others, like for example this, we got a few, we need to chain multiple run instructions together. So that's what is automatically been done here. As you can see, apt-get and then another again, apt-get. We're not parsing the actual command itself, we're just chaining them together, making sure that they are at least in one layer. Now I can also do the both -s and -w for write. So if I write it and then look at my commit difference, we can see all of the changes that have been made. This is particularly useful for developers to know what has changed and why it is optimized, how it is optimized, I should say. Of course, there are still preferences like the space here, but maybe we'll change it later. This also opens up the possibility to integrate it in a merge request, to create a merge request with these changes on how to optimize it. I also improved a bunch of bug fixes because I started collecting Docker files, and I figured I would get like between 5,000 and 6,000 Docker files, but it turned out to be only 1,600-ish. And I ran Doctor against all of those, and that gave a lot of valuable information. It was able to parse all of them except for one. One had a merge conflict in it. Yeah, that's just a complete faulty Docker file. So I scored them against Doctor. I also then tried to build them, but most of them could not be built actually, partially because of files not being present or invalid instructions in the Docker file, or having a very strange setup. Like it wasn't as straightforward as the repository is complete. This is the command how to build it. Probably you have to build it from a certain subdirectory or from the root, and I only tried building it from the root. And with those, and then I also ran into a lot of issues with my machine, with using a Colima. I ran out of memory. Took a long time, but I was able to build around 300 Docker images for now, and I scored them against Gripe, which is a container scanning tool. Now, I'm still in the process of wrapping up the conclusions in Notebook, so I will share that next week. But spoiler alert, I need way more data in order to make anything meaningful with machine learning. Other than finishing up the Notebook, next week I'm going to update my handbook page to explain why I'm working on Docker and how it fits in with the vision of AI Assist. That's it for this week. See you next week. Thank you for watching.